Right. Welcome back, everybody, to Elder Scrolls Online. We are currently running with Walks the Storm for the July events, and this is day 4 of our event celebration. We are still working on finishing this quest, the Unrefusable Offer, which is the quest you need in order to take part
I
in
believe
Zenithars.
Zenithar is pleased with our efforts. I couldn't have done this without you. It is Zenithar who teaches us that collaboration leads to the greatest achievements. No one is above asking others to lend their skills to a task.
Is that why I gathered the materials you needed while you wove the basket?
Precisely. Here, the favor I said Zenithar would bestow on anyone who assisted me in his praise during this day. The Lord who looks fondly upon labors of love always shows good fortune to those who learn from him. Go, with Zenithar's blessing.
Thank you so much.
Your efforts will not be forgotten. Zenithar remembers all who work and serve him. May his good fortune be bestowed upon you throughout your lifetime, friend.
How do you know what Zenithar wants from you?
In rain or spotless skies, not a day goes by without toil and effort. If these things were not divine in themselves, why would so many have to work so hard? I pray that my road may be long and dusty, so that I may serve Zenithar all my days.
And what will you do now?
Our offering is complete, but the day's festivities continue. I'll speak to more pilgrims and organize offerings of their great crafts. There is more to do, if you feel your day is not yet finished.
What else is there to do?
If you want to continue your labors, speak with Fesaria. She has tasks more befitting of your talents. Another way to praise Zenithar is by speaking to the merchants here. Zenithar blesses commerce and trade.
What sort of tasks does Fesaria offer?
She knows how to guide those new to Zenithar's teachings along the path to his wisdom. She'll ask you to craft, trade, gather, and toil. I am but a novice in the light of her experience. Truly, she shines with Zenithar's favor.
It sounds like you know her very well.
I was her student for a time. I spent years with her, working by her side on a daily basis. Now that I've advanced to a more learned position, I am in awe of how effortless she made teaching me seem. Her devotion to Zenithar is an inspiration.
Do you think Zenithar sees your efforts?
Zenithar's teachings and his approval, though worth seeking, is not paramount. Instead, those who serve him focus on their own satisfaction. I take pride in my offerings to Zenithar, therefore, I know he approves of my efforts.
Right. Thank you so much, Aminus. Rightio, what's in the box, you ask? Well, Zenithar's delightful parcel. EDUs. We have 60 Imperial fragments. Ooh, I've never seen those before, I don't think. The recipe for stand-me-up lager, which I have already learned. Cyrodiil repair kit and wrought ferro fungus. What's that do? It's an ingredient for crafting in the Telvanni style. Let's go Artecor. We're going to go down here. I did pick up a recipe for jasmine tea. Don't ask me where from. I think I stole it. My bad. We look like we need to probably visit the Thieves Guild and get rid of pretty much all of that. Make sure we have our quick slots properly done. So we have our potion. I stuck some Breville melon salad in there that I got from, don't ask me where, I'm not sure. I don't think I stole that one. I think I made it. Actually, I made it. That's right. Right. So that is the first part of Zenithar's challenge. I know we've taken about 3 days to get here. So basically, the first 3 days were spent.
Your hands know the value of hard work. Come here, dear heart, and listen to what I have to say.
Oh, that's so sweet. So basically, we spent the first 3 days leveling our character to level 10 so we could take part in Cyrodiil, and also we started the Zenithar's quest, and we've just finished the first Zenithar's quest, and now we're going to get into the dailies for Zenithar's. You can do these once a day.
I'm not sure how devout you are,
how you
but
get your 3
Zenithar's
tickets.
blessing is freely given. I'm sure if you wanted, he'd look kindly upon you. Self-improvement, betterment of commerce, and wealth are assured to all who kneel at his altar.
What would I have to do to receive Zenithar's blessing?
It's not difficult. All he asks is that we learn a new skill, achieve great things, recover what's lost in the dirt, or
Ooh.
trade with the merchants who give life to marketplaces. But truthfully, anything you do wholeheartedly will please him.
And how do I know what Zenithar wants from me?
Any of those labors will please the provider of our ease, but you do need to grab his attention. One of us just needs to pray to him. Zenithar is generous, but there are many laborers here. We wouldn't want him to miss your deeds.
I'll complete a labor in Zenithar's name.
Offer a prayer to Zenithar at that altar. Or if that goes against your beliefs, I can petition Zenithar on your behalf. All that's left to do is dedicate one of your day's labors to the god of work and commerce.
Oh, well, why do I need to pray to Zenithar?
We have to catch Zenithar's attention so he can smile upon your task this day. It's my philosophy that when asking for a god's attention, you should offer thanks as well. It's only polite. But if you feel uncomfortable, you're not required to pray.
So the prayer itself isn't necessary.
Asking for Zenithar's blessing and thanking him for the work we do is absolutely necessary. We can't expect him to always be watching. But if you'd really rather not pray to him, I understand. I'd be happy to offer a prayer in your stead.
There you go. So if having your character pray to Zenithar makes you uncomfortable, just ask this lady to petition on your behalf. And you just say, I don't want to pray to Zenithar, and that's pretty much all you need to do. Let's ask her who she is.
Amanus Varro and I belong to the Resolution of Zenithar, a temple devoted to the anvil and the god it represents. While the glorious vendors and crafters ply their goods, we ensure they all receive Zenithar's blessing.
And what does this festival celebrate?
We're here to remind the hard-working folk of Tamriel that Zenithar sees their toils. He blesses them for their devotion to daily tasks. With every season that passes, it's easy to lose sight of the divine in a hard day's work.
If it's a festival of labor, what do you do?
I act as a humble guide for those interested in devoting themselves to larger tasks in exchange for greater rewards. While Zenithar smiles upon daily tasks, he recognizes the brilliance of working toward a larger goal.
What sort of tasks would earn Zenithar's favor?
The Lord of the Anvil asks only that we earn new skills, achieve great feats, recover antiquities or treasure chests long thought lost, or, barring all else, trade with vendors. He does not ask more of us than we can give, not even prayer.
Did you say that praying to Zenithar isn't necessary?
Asking for Zenithar's blessing and thanking him for the work we do is absolute.
So she's told us once before, but she will repeat it again if you follow a different line of conversation. Pray to Zenithar.
Zenithar's grace shines upon you, my friend. Your work this day has his blessing.
Let's go to holiday event. Honest Toil. That'll make it our focus quest. So, we need to complete one of these. Gain a level or earn a champion point. Unearth an antiquity or treasure chest. And trade with guild traders. Now, if you are a low-level character like this, earning a level isn't too hard to just keep doing. Go into a delve, or go into a dungeon, or pretty much do a quest. Anything will help you level up. So, if we look into the character we've got, we're nearly at level 12. So that wouldn't take us very long to do. If, however, you've already got all of your champion points and your levels, let's just go back into J. We can also unearth an antiquity or treasure chest, or trade with guild traders. Now, trading with guild traders does have a cost on it. So if you're like me and you only have about 2,000 gold, I think last time I worked it out to be about 10,000 we needed, but I can't actually find that written anywhere, so I can't show it to you. So if I'm wrong, please let me know. But it's about 10,000 gold for trading with guild traders, and you just toddle up the hill up there and you will find that that's where your guild traders are. Antiquities. Some of you want to know how to unlock them. Unearth an antiquity or treasure chest. Right. So treasure chests come with maps. So if I put TRE in my thing, I'll find I've got one treasure map for the Reach. If I use it, I find I have no idea where that is. There's a way shrine in the cave. I mean, we could try that. We'd go M and go to pin to locations and then go to the reach, which is under T for the. Okay. We probably have not unlocked enough of that, although I would hazard if that's a way shrine there, our treasure might actually be down here. Or there could be a way shrine here and it might be there. So if you're just starting out, maybe treasure maps aren't the best, even if you've managed to earn one from your crafting. So let us have another look at our options. Our other options are Unearthed Antiquity, a treasure chest. That's going to be difficult. Okay. Right, if you have a look over on the top right-hand side of the screen, trade with guild traders. Hint, gold exchanged at guild traders, 0 out of 10,000. So yes, you do need to have 10,000 gold to spend at the guild traders if you're having that option. So clearly that's not an option for our poor little just starting out character. Gaining a level or earning a champion point will definitely happen because one of my other characters, well, gaining a level will happen. One of my other characters will go for the champion points probably. However, be aware that this honest toil is done once for tickets. So you only get the tickets once. Rightio. I'm going to show you how to unlock antiquities as part of this. So let's just go to, well, let's just jog on over to the way shrine because it is a little bit, actually way shrines are cheap at the moment. All right, antiquities are unlocked in, no, oh my god. See, now my brain is going completely numb. So antiquities are unlocked in Western Skyrim. When you first start, you will have one way shrine unlocked in Western Skyrim. This is your Solitude Docks way shrine because of the event. Teleporting there from wherever you are, if you're too lazy to run the 100 meters or so like I am to get to the other way shrine, this is how you do it. So, Western Skyrim. Go to the Solitude Docks way shrine. If you haven't unlocked anything in that area, this will be the first and only way shrine you have available. From here, we're going to run up the hill. We're going to ignore the main story quest for the region because we're just here for one thing. However, oh, and also be aware this is a fairly tough area to run through as well. So, for instance, your vampire storms that happen instead of dolmens are quite tough. You might be able to solo a dolmen, but you will not be able to solo a vampire storm. A harrow storm, there you go. I'll get it right eventually. Okay, that's the battlegrounds thing. Battlegrounds don't feature, I think, in the Golden Pursuits. So the other thing we're celebrating, there are 3 things we're celebrating in this particular 7 days. We are celebrating the Zeal of Zenithar event, which by the time you see this will be almost over because it finishes, I think, on the 8th or 9th of the month. We are also celebrating the first set of July Golden Pursuits. I don't know if there'll be a second, but this is the first set. This is the Cyrodiil Scramble, and it coincides with the Vengeance. Let me just see if I can find that for you. Vengeance Battlegrounds.
Bakruti is pleased to see you.
I'm sure
Goodbye,
he is.
my friend.
Anyway, the Vengeance Battlegrounds in Cyrodiil. Now, to get into the Battlegrounds in Cyrodiil, to get into Cyrodiil, my bad, the PvP area, we had to get to level 10. And so now when I press, well, let's go to K because it's skills. But when I go across here, I now have Alliance War, which is when you normally just press L. It'll tell you about campaigns. And as you can see, Vengeance is the only campaign available, but we can now go there. Not until we unlock Antiquities, however. When you are less than level 10, you won't be able to. And honestly, going there at this level is probably insane and silly, but we might be able to join up with a group and help out. Solitude Way Shrine, which is where we're at. Now, from the Solitude Way Shrine, just duck over to the back of it, toddle down here, and one of these little black arrows at the top of your screen We'll say calling all antiquarians. Let's go find that, shall we? You don't actually have to go and get this. You could probably just go straight to the Antiquities place, but we'll go and grab this. Calling all antiquarians. Do you have a passion for antiquities? Do ancient relics set your heart aflutter? Does your fascination with with culture and history keep you up at night? Do you enjoy getting your hands dirty? The Antiquarian Circle seeks capable scholars, ancientists, historical naturalists, and explorers for an exciting new opportunity. See the world, recover forgotten relics, solve ancient mysteries, dig things out of the dirt. Interested parties should report to Verita Numida at the Gwilym North Annex in Solitude. Make your mark on history. Join the Antiquarian Circle. Reginus Bucher. Now, addendum. Only those with high intellect and an innate talent for the mystic arts need apply. The end. Radio. Let's toddle back this way. We're actually going to go into our J for journal. We're going to go into Western Skyrim, where we are, and click on the Antiquarian Circle to make that our quest of focus. And then we're going to follow the white marker at the top of the screen and talk to Verita Numida. Once we work out where they are, they're not that hard to find. They're down here. Oh, I am looking forward to doing this particular area as well. Alrighty, the Antiquarian Circle. Okay. Let us chat to Verita Numida.
Let me guess. You found one of those ridiculous handbills Reginus posted all over town. Gods, it's like we're holding auditions for children's theater.
Wow.
Please understand, this is a serious commitment. You really wish to join the Antiquarian Circle?
The Antiquarian Circle? I know that is the
University of Gwylym's most prestigious historical society. We scour the continent for lost antiquities, collecting and cataloging as we go. We've made hundreds of discoveries, thanks in no small part to our scrying tool, the Antiquarian's Eye.
The Antiquarian's Eye?
An invention of our university's founder, Tirain Fyre. It allows the wielder's mind to travel vast distances and find buried relics, truths lost to history. Gazing into the eye requires no small measure of talent. How talented are you, I wonder?
You know what? I wonder that too. Let's find out. How do I begin?
Admission to the circle begins easily enough. Just place your hand on the Antiquarian's Eye. If you possess the aptitude, you will attune to the eye immediately. If you don't possess the aptitude, the eye will reject you. Couldn't be simpler.
What can you tell me about the Antiquarian's Eye?
It's a magnificent device, alien in origin. As I said before, our university's founder, Tirain Fyre, developed it along with countless other scholarly tools. Alas, he died before we could demonstrate the object's true potential.
What does it do exactly?
It homes in on objects of historical import. Much like a bloodhound, without all the baying and drooling, of course. We still don't fully understand how it determines an item's value. Just more proof of our founder's genius, I suppose.
So was he an alien, I wonder? I don't know. And will we ever get a request from these guys because they've found what happened to him? Or do they already know? I have no idea. How many of these devices do you have?
We recovered several from a vault in Elenir. It seems Sage Fyre intended for the university's best and brightest to continue his work after he was gone. It took longer than he would have liked, I'm sure. But I fully intend to honor his legacy.
Wow, I wonder if we ever get to see what happened to Sage Fyre. It would be great to have the Antiquarian Circle call us in and there'd be a little chain of adventures to find out about it. Anyway. What is the goal of the Antiquarian Circle exactly?
We seek the truth above all else. Written histories rarely give an honest accounting of the past, so we go straight to the source. Relics, curios, even ancient bric-a-brac. Anything that can teach us more about the myriad cultures of Tamriel.
Are the relics you find valuable?
I assume you mean commercially valuable?
Well, yeah.
Yes. You can keep any relics you recover and do with them what you will. The Circle's chief concern is cataloging the discoveries and learning what we can from them. Everyone benefits from the arrangement.
And what is the University of Gwylym?
It's a school, of course. The very best, by any credible assessment. At least it was.
Was?
what I wouldn't give to walk those halls again. This frigid annex is a very poor substitute. Very poor indeed.
Oh, what happened to Gwylom? Did you teach there?
For a time, I studied there as well.
Right.
Despite all of Cyrodiil's struggles, I really did believe we could weather the storm. But war has far-reaching consequences, even for those who want no part in it. Especially for those who want no part in it.
So you've established a new annex here?
Here and elsewhere. The faculty scattered to the winds when the plane meld took hold. Fortunately, most of us survived, and we write each other constantly. I wound up in Skyrim somehow. As frozen wastelands go, it's really quite pleasant.
She says that with gritted teeth. Man, why don't you move to, I don't know, that new zone? Or go to Westweald. Antiquarian's Eye. Whoa!
Impressive. We rarely see such an energetic attunement.
Well, at least it didn't explode, right?
Well, well, well. It seems I underestimated you.
Most people do.
With a reaction like that, you may well rival Gabrielle, our most accomplished antiquarian. I wonder what secrets you might find gazing through the eye.
Let's find out. How does it work?
In a hurry, are we?
Yes.
We'll teach you to use the eye in due course. First, do you vow to uphold the principles and traditions of the Circle?
Absolutely.
To catalog your discoveries for future generations and give a true accounting of Tamriel's history?
As true as I can. I do. I want to join the Antiquarian Circle.
An excellent decision. Mastering the eye is no small endeavor. But with Gabrielle's tutelage and my rigorous oversight, we may make a true scholar of you yet. Welcome to the Circle, Antiquarian.
Wow, thank you.
Now then, we should begin your education in earnest. I suggest you speak with Gabrielle Benelli. I can provide some scholarly advice, but when it comes to using the Antiquarian's Eye itself, you'll find no better teacher than Gabrielle.
Right. And where is Gabrielle?
Downstairs, poring over more maps and tomes, no doubt. Honestly, the girl never stops working. I'd almost think she was trying to make the rest of us look bad if she wasn't so confoundedly cheerful. At any rate, she'll get you sorted.
All right. I'll go downstairs and speak to Gabrielle.
Speak with me again once Gabrielle's taught you the basics. I know I can come across as chilly, but truthfully, I'm anxious to get you into the field.
Why can't you teach me how to use the eye?
Because I'm not a mage. Don't make a face. I never said I possess the aptitude.
Right.
We all contribute to the Circle in our own way. You may wield the eye, but rest assured, my skill as a writer is no less important.
How does your writing contribute to the Circle?
Not just writing. Few can match my knowledge of ancient history, aside from those who lived through it all, like that insufferable dark elf Devaith Fear. You may find these relics, but it's incumbent upon me to tell you what they are.
This is very true. All right, so I do the digging and she does the research. An introduction to Circle correspondence. Welcome to the Antiquarian Circle. As a newly inducted member of our prestigious order, you likely have many questions. Please read the following primer on arcane correspondence. As every traveller knows, the sheer breadth of Tamriel makes everyday communication difficult. Letters sent via courier often arrive late or damaged, if they arrive at all. Parcels shipped by caravan are routinely waylaid by brigands. Given the sensitive nature of our work, these crude methods of correspondence are unfit for our needs. But luckily, our prestigious founder, Churhan Fure, devised a clever way to transmit messages over long distances. Your Antiquarian's Eye is the key. The Antiquarian's Eye you acquired during orientation shares a powerful bond with our central or principal eye here at the Gwylom Annex. Using this central eye, our chief arcanist Gabrielle Benelli can conjure up ghostly images of every antiquity you uncover. This allows our dutiful scholars to start examining the object from afar almost immediately. Within a short period of time, Gabrielle will transmit our findings directly to your eye, allowing for quick notation in your Antiquarian Codex. Given the complexity of the enchantment, these missives will be brief but hopefully informative. At this point, it is prudent to remind you of the priceless nature of your Antiquarian's Eye. Even after months of careful study, we have only scratched the surface of its capabilities. So please, exercise caution when using it. If you have any additional questions, please contact Gabrielle Benelli. Good hunting, Verita Numida. Right, now usually what I do in here, because there are bookcases, my friend. Whoops, let's not steal from that. What's in here? Oh no, what have we done? We've started her down a dark path. This is what I'm looking for. Bookcases, The Pale Man. All About Giants, a law book. Yes. Oh man, we should have been a member of the Mages Guild by now. We are going to have to rectify that. That's very important for a starting out character. Now, Gabrielle is downstairs. I know. I can hear you yelling at me to get on with it. Invocation of Hercene, The Onus of Ogmar, The Strange Case of Jariel. Okay, that'll just repeat, no worries. How the Yokudens Chase the Stars. If it's a recipe, it's gone, okay? That's just the way it is. Monsters of Northern Folklore. Old Nord Drinking Song. A Tale Forever Told. The Way of the Bandari. On our enemies. I'm pretty sure this just repeats. Yeah. Okay. What? I can't read the books on these shelves. How rude. Now, she stands there at the end of this room. It's a right menace, because she knows you're there. Now, she definitely can see you here. Which is a pain, because I actually want that. You know what? I'm having it. Wow, she did not yell at me. Just wait till she becomes oblivious again. Alright. So now that I've managed to ransack pretty much most of that, just go this way. I know normally I don't actually steal anything from in here. But today I wanted a recipe. Let me just read. Okay, just get rid of TRE out of here. And we'll read. It's new, so I should be able to... Oops. Right. Let's learn that. Beautiful. And now I don't have that on me. Alrighty. I know, what are we doing? We're exploring for treasure of a different kind as we build our crafter, who has got hundreds of recipes to collect. We need to go down the stairs. Hundreds of recipes to collect. Wow. Is that a... No, I can't play with that. What about this one? No, what? Gab, this bookshelf is broken. It's empty.
Ah, you must be the Antiquarian Circle's most recent addition, eh? Greetings. Sorry for the mess. I'll tidy up down here, you know, eventually. But I digress. Verita wants me to teach you to use the Antiquarian's eye, yes?
Yes, Verita said you could use it better than anyone.
Wow, really? That's uncharacteristically gracious of her.
Uncharacteristically.
Well, anyway, let's get started. It all begins with concentration. The eye wants to show you what you seek. So, clear your thoughts, and conjure up a picture of the relic in your mind.
So I need to have a relic in mind? Then what?
The exciting part. Gaze into the eye and focus on the facets in the glass.
Okay.
Take a breath and try to unify the symbols into a single pattern.
Oh dear.
Eventually, you'll stop looking at the lens and start looking through it. Why don't we just give it a try?
Fair enough. I'll try using the Antiquarian's eye. Alright. This will unlock the Antiquarian's Codex. I could read that, but instead I'll go here. The Antiquarian's Codex is found in your quest journal. It is the second tab across. The first tab is quests, the second tab is for Antiquities, the third tab is your lore library, which, honestly, the different styles are good, but what we're most interested here will be Shelador's library, and further down, there'll actually be another library up here once we've joined the Mages Guild. Rightio, let's head on over to Achievements, which is here in your journal. So you have quests, Antiquities Codex, Lore Library, Achievements, and then leaderboards. Don't ask me very much about these because I rarely spend any time here. Wow. wow, I didn't know you could do all of this. Anyway, so there you go. Okay, so what we're interested in is the Antiquities Codex. The very first thing you'll find is we're going to find Gabrielle's Bottle of Proving. You'll see I found one. Antiquities Codex is account wide. So whatever one character finds in Leeds or in treasure will actually appear here anyway. So all active leads, you'll notice all of these leads are unlocked. When you first start, they won't be. You'll also notice that that we have all of these things that we've found. Now they have a time limit on it. I'm not sure. I'm going to probably go through the grind with you for leveling up. I don't know. You might find that really boring though. Ancient extraction tool and so on and so forth. So that is pretty much your Antiquities Codex. In the current zone, the current zone is the only zone you'll be able to scry things from. So we need to scry, I think, for the quest. Western Skyrim, Antiquarian's Art, scry for Gabrielle's Bottle of Proving. Rightio. J. Antiquities Codex. Hover over the Bottle of Proving and hit E.
Well done. Now fix your eyes on the center and the corners of the lens. Then turn your focus inward toward the facets in the glass.
Or just find the matching trail of
And the
patterns
facets should
that will
merge.
get you to the eye.
Unifying the lens into a single pattern will perfectly attune the eye.
And we
But
will
you
put
only
that
need
in
to
our
reach
quick
the
slot.
foci to gain a rough idea of the object's location.
Okay, so there you go. Now, before we forget, we're going to go into eye. We're going to go into quick slots. We're going to look for the Antiquity. I think I need to find it under tools. There we go. Grab our Antiquities thing. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to put those down there. Because that tends to be where I keep them. Fortunately for us, it's going to make it really easy to find the Antiquity. So we'll go this way. We'll head on out.
Looks like this is the spot.
Here.
Time to excavate the Antiquity.
big site.
Remember to move cautiously.
Now,
Use the right tool for the right level of excavation, and don't
Good.
rush yourself. Even careful digging can result in an unsteady dig site, so be mindful of its stability.
Right, so I go from the beginning, and then what I do is I tend to do the four corners. And this is like a game of hotter and colder. So basically, we know it's on this side. I'm going to say that because we have two yellow squares, it's probably in the middle. So I'm going to just... There we go. Now, it may be 6 squares. Most things are like 6 squares and oblong. So let's put this here. There we go. So I know it's going to be probably these 6 squares here. And that confirms it. So the next thing we do is the first tool we get is a brush. So we go W. And I'm going to unlock just the squares I need. That's right. I've got a brush. I don't have my magic big tool. Normally this pattern of dirt here means that you are right above the Antiquity and you should be proceeding with caution anyway. We've uncovered it. Now we have remaining time so we can uncover bonus items. So I'm just going to be incredibly lazy and work my way through all of the little ones. Or I could just use 2 to find something if I wanted to be methodical. With some Antiquities, once you uncover the bonus item, it will immediately stop regardless of how much more time you have, because that is all there is to be found in the dig site. So there you go, the lower level ones particularly. Higher level you have up to 3 items, I think, maybe 4. Some of those could be another Antiquities lead. Rightio, let's have a quick chat with Gabrielle Bentley.
There you have it. You're a proper antiquarian now. Seems you have quite a knack for it too.
Thank you.
Just keep practicing with the Antiquarian's eye and master those digging techniques. I'm confident you'll be recovering priceless relics in no time.
What should I do next?
I'd report back to Verida and let her know you successfully extracted your first Antiquity. Don't expect too much in the way of praise, but trust me, she'll be ecstatic. Once you've checked in, start looking for relics. No time like the present, eh?
And we could ask her to go over everything again, but I won't. We're going to head on up to Verida. Don't forget to do this part of the quest. It does help you finish the quest, which is kind of important. Whoops, I've lost where she is. I think I came out the gate instead of going up the stairs again. That's alright, we'll just go up these stairs instead. Chat to Verida.
Welcome back, Antiquarian. I trust your time with Gabrielle was illuminating.
Yes, she taught me how to use the Antiquarian's tools.
Excellent. I had a good feeling about you, and as usual, I was right. From now on, consider yourself free to pursue any antiquities that interest you. We will catalog your findings for study, and together we will uncover the mysteries of this world.
There we go.
You have a great deal of work to do, Antiquarian. Wouldn't you agree? We're all quite busy, truth be told, but I suppose I can make more time for our most promising initiates. Is there something I can help you with?
Ooh. How should I decide what antiquities to pursue?
That is entirely up to you. What cultures spark your curiosity? What region of Tamriel do you yearn to visit? Or, if it's simple wealth you're after, what item might fetch a prize on the second-hand market? The choice is yours.
How can I find something truly magnificent?
Well, your Antiquities Codex contains only those antiquities we're currently aware of. If you want to make a unique discovery of your own, you'll need to find a lead. Something that gives you a place to start.
Where can I find leads?
Practically anywhere, believe it or not. Tucked away in chests, in the pockets of bandits, stashed in musty ruins.
Yep.
Just explore Tamriel as any adventurer would, and you're bound to find some.
Thank you. Now, what kinds of object will I find out there?
The potential applications of our discoveries are endless. You might find items worthy of display in your home, or discover a long-forgotten technique for body ornamentation. You might even recover jewelry or armor imbued with arcane power.
What's the greatest thing you've ever recovered?
Oh, I couldn't possibly choose. In any case, my interest in these objects has less to do with their uses and more to do with their historical value. Amalian swore she found parts of a mechanical mount, but that sounds a bit outlandish to me.
Oh, yeah, it's not though. Well, thank you, Ververida. All right, and that, my friends, is how you unlock your Antiquarian Circle stuff. But we're not done yet because A, we haven't leveled. B, we got ourselves a new addition to our collections. Just find where the dot is, go to collectibles, go to appearances, into costumes. For the Antiquarian field garb, we basically get that by completing the Master Antiquarian Antiquities achievement. Now, as you might have guessed, Walks with Storm is definitely not the character that achieved that. That would have to go to Tempet, who in 30 days, because she had some gold leads, decided to level up her antiquarians to the max. So let's grab Walks with Storm. We'll go to J. We'll go to achievements. Now, if you go down here, you can see the achievements you just got. Okay, what's that? Oh, the Stirk Fellowship quest in Solstice. Yeah, that was Coranthia who did that. You'll see some crafting quests. You'll see some other things like Walks the Storm had reached level 10 as a warden, so she has earned the Defender of the Green. If we go into that, so that's class. Defender of the Green is there. You see you've got some Dragon Knight stuff that we've been earning. Clan Master of the Second Era. What's that do? These are new. Okay, Dragon Knight. Okay, well, that's for the class mastery of all your classes. So I will be running and learning the extra classes with other characters. Reach level 50 in each base game class: Templar, Sorcerer, Nightblade, and Dragon Knight. The Path of Learning. Complete the subclassing quest, which I think we haven't done yet. Lights Champion. Reach level 50 as a Templar. So what I'm looking for now is I'm looking for another bear paw. So you'll see now we've also got Champion of the Green, which as a Warden we can head towards. We need to reach level 50. And Warden Class Mastery. Prove your mastery of the Warden discipline by completing the achievements listed below. Animal Companions Master, Green Balance Master, and Winter's Embrace Master. Which is where you reach the different levels. Animal Companions, so you have your skill line Animal Companions, and Master is when you get to rank 50 in that class skill line. Green Balance, again, get to rank 50 in that skill line, and Winter's Embrace, get to rank 50 in that skill line, and you will earn your class mastery achievement and be given the title Champion of the Green. So each class has its own unique set of achievements for that. However, what we were interested in, let's go back to our summary. So we were having a look at the Antiquarian skill line stuff. So Antiquity, so under Greymoor, so you need the Greymoor DLC. Antiquities, Complete the Antiquities achievements, Scholar of the Circle, Meticulous Digger, and Skilled Antiquarian. So, Scholar of the Circle, complete the Antiquities tutorial. So that must be new, because I've only just earned it today, and it didn't pop when I earned it with my other character. Oh, I wonder when they added this. So the reward for Master Antiquarian is you get your Antiquarian Field Guard. Okay, Tempet earned Skilled Antiquarian, so it looks like it's retroactive, except for completing the Antiquities tutorial, which has to be done in character. So it's retroactive for everything else. Skilled Antiquarian reached the maximum rank in the scrying and excavation skill lines, which Tempet has done. Master reached the max in the scrying skill line, reached the max in the excavation skill line. Excavate 150 non-antiquity bonus items. Yes, I've done a lot of digging. Successfully excavate 100 antiquities, 150 non-antiquities. Use the Antiquarian's Eye to scry for an antiquity 100 times. Now, what I haven't done is I have not obtained 150 leads. I have only obtained 122 leads. These can be the same lead gained multiple times, but there's another achievement there. So if you're achievement hunting, there is a lot of achievements to be had in the Antiquarian skill line. They're not actually that hard to get. What's this? While using the Antiquarian's Eye, capture all the foci on each difficulty. Haha, clearly I have some ways to go. I have the last one to get. Okay, now, some antiquities have different pieces. Ebon, Dwarven, Wolf, we are after. But all of this. Antiquarian Chase. Acquire the mystic items discovered by the Antiquarian Circle during your adventures in Western Skyrim. The mythic items. Acquire the mythic item Bloodlord's Embrace in Western Skyrim. The mythic item Malakath's Band of Brutality in Western... Oh my god, these are new. Alright, so we have a lot to do with our Antiquarian skill line. Sorry, I get very, very excited about stuff like this because I really enjoy it. It adds an aspect to the game that I don't have. However, our focus today is supposed to be our holiday event, Honest Toil. Now that we are able to scry for antiquities, we should probably do so. But one of the other things that we need to do in order to gain boxes that we don't need a guild for is our first crafting writ of the day will garner us boxes. I've just run past the thing, which is fine, but if you are a character starting out, you will need to get the license to do crafting writs. Now there are a few places you can do that. This one suggests we go to Davon's Watch.
Who isn't afraid of the dark, or much of anything for that matter.
Are you an individual with a love of tinkering?
Right, we'll leave that
or
one
a lot
alone.
of pent-up aggression?
Right. Okay. So why don't we go to Davon's Watch? We have to get our crafting writ license for Zenithars. And we have to scribe an antiquity. I'm just having a look at Honest Toil up in the top right hand corner and realizing that just doing the quest for antiquities enables you to actually fulfill the first Honest Toil thing. So let's go back to Craglorn then. Back to Craglorn, we'll turn in our quest. Then we're going to have a look at some of the other activities we can do as part of this particular event. Alrighty, bridge, turn to the left, the right. My goodness. I'd like to say one day I'm not going to be dyslexic anymore, but I've been dyslexic for over 50 years now, so that's not going to change, I guess. I just have to recognize when it happens and deal with it. It doesn't make me helpless, it just makes things awkward. Okay, so for Zarya.
Back so soon? Are you done with the task Zenithar asked of you?
I completed one of the tasks you said Zenithar favors.
You've proven yourself a reliable and prosperous child of trade, dear heart. Here is the small reward I'm allowed to give out on Zenithar's behalf. Return on another festival day, and I'm sure he'll favor you again.
All right. So once a day, we can receive Zenithar's Sublime Parcel. and our 3 event tickets. We're going to complete that quest.
Your dedication and devotion are inspiring, dear heart. But don't spend the entire festival at work. Enjoy yourself, connect with others, share in Zenithar's bountiful gifts.
What will you do now?
I'll greet more newcomers to the festival, see if they're interested in earning the favor of our god. When that's done, I'll enjoy the festival myself. Artisans and merchants are here from all over to share their goods, crafts, and cultures.
Where will you go after the festival ends?
Varro and I will make for the nearest abbey and see if they have need of our services. After that, we'll go where we are sent, providing our labor and skills where we can.
What are your skills?
Amanus is a master weaver. His blankets are warm and his baskets sturdy. He's proud of what his hands create. I, however, am known for assisting in gardens. My nimble fingers can still pluck weeds.
Wow. Alrighty. Event ticket. You acquired an event ticket. You can use these to purchase special items from the Impresario event merchant. You can hold only 12 tickets at a time. So, in order to check how many tickets you have, press I for inventory. Come across, you have items, you have your craft bag for ESO+, you have your currency, you have quest items, and you have quick slots. We want currency. We want a zippity-doo-dah down here to event tickets, and we will see how many we have and the maximum we can hold. So if you go down here, you'll also see the same transmute crystals, 90 out of 1,000. There doesn't seem to be a limit on Telvar stones, but please be advised, don't carry them in the Imperial City. Bank them. You can put them in your bank before you go. Otherwise, when you die in Imperial City, the player that killed you will get some of your Telvar stones and you will soon be without them. So be aware of that. However, the important thing for us is we have 5 event tickets out of 12. We can go and spend them if you like. Now, I know for a fact 5 tickets will buy me a feather. So if you go over here, let's have a look at Nenulaure.
Regal, majestic, proud, the qualities of royalty which my Indriks embody. Are you interested in browsing my stock?
Sure thing. So the rule of Indriks, to make an Indrik of a specific type, like an Ice Breath Indrik, you need to buy 4 different berries. Once you buy these, you won't be able to purchase them again as long as they're in your collections. They will go in your collections. However, this does not make you your Ice Breath Indrik, because you need to have a nascent Indrik to combine with them. And to make a nascent Indrik, you need to buy 4 Indrik feathers. Now, it's probably a little... It's not too close to the end of the festival. However, I'm pretty sure that Tempet had other things in mind when she spent her first lot of tickets, and we spent them over here at Philius Dormier, who is the event merchant.
A busy
assistant.
time! The impresario has been talking to visitors all day. Have you by chance spoken to her yet? If not, please do.
Right, the event merchant's assistant. What does he sell? Okay, we bought the Aureate anointing oils, and if you have a look at the very bottom of that description, it says you already have that collectible. So this is, I need to sacred oils rubbed on the skin before holy rituals to the dragon god. Okay, it's a component required to morph a soulfire dragon illusion into the scales of Akatosh's skin. So if you go down to here, you'll see that we also need, so these are different skins. Passion Dancer, we need a Flying Pet, Deadlands Flint. What did we need? We needed to make a Soulfire Dragon illusion. Alright. Deadlands Flint is for the Unstable Morpholith Pet collectible. If you have a look at the very bottom, it tells you what it's for. That's for the Passion Dancer Blossom. Passion Dancer Blossom. Soulfire Dragon illusion. We can buy the first part to that. Let's do that. I know, Tempet can yell at us later. So we're going to buy the Hallowed Hourglass Basin. Right, now that's gone red, basically because A, we have no tickets. And that means the tickets go red, but B, when you own the piece, it goes red and you can't purchase it anymore because you already have it. So, where does it go? Well, you can either look in here in your notifications and just go straight to it. or you can hit U to collections, drop on down to fragments, and some of these fragments won't appear in here first up, but some of them will. So for instance, your Sulphire Dragon Illusion, your Passion Dancer Blossom appears. Scales of Akatosh has appeared because we've put the first of 3 parts in, but they're no good to us without a Sulphire Dragon Illusion pet, which also requires 3 parts. So, so this is 15 tickets worth, and this is 30 tickets worth. So we won't get this event, but we might be able to finish it off next event. Alrighty. We're looking for Nascent Indrik, and you'll see that we have no parts for it, so it doesn't appear in the list. That doesn't mean you can't have it, however. Go down to Mounts, go down to Servine. No, go down to Indrik's now. Well, that's a change. Okay, Indrik's. You'll see that we have not collected any of the Indriks, including the Nascent Indrik, which is here. So we need to pick up the pieces for that and combine it to make that, and then we can make all the rest. They've actually separated the Rams out from the Indriks as well now. That's interesting. So the Ram of Dark Dreams. So you acquire it by completing the achievement Sane and Clear-Headed. Or you can occasionally purchase it from the store. What is Sane and Clear-Headed, you ask? I have no idea, so I'm asking it to. Go into Filter by Search. Go Sane. Looks like it's a Necrom achievement. Sane and Clear-Headed. Complete all the listed achievements for Sanity's Edge. Oh my giddy aunt. So you can go through all of these if you like, and find them. Sanity's Edge. What is Sanity's Edge? Sanity's Edge can be found under Necrom, and it has its own little thing. I see. So these are the ones you have to get rid of in order to make this one achievement. So there's a whole ton of them there. Actually, you don't have to get all of them because that's more than that. Rightio. So there you go. Those of you who like doing those trials, there's a goal for you. But alright, we've spent our ticket, we've acquired our ticket. Now let's have a quick look at the event and see what else we can do. During the event, the first time you complete the daily quest, that's the Honest Toil, you receive a Zenithar's Sublime Parcel Box as a bonus reward. Each subsequent completion of the Honest Toil quest, so if you have other characters and you do Honest Toil with other characters, if you do that during the same day, you win a Zenithar's Delightful Parcel Box. In addition, you can earn Zenithar's Delightful Parcel Boxes by participating in the following activities. Completing the introductory quest, which we just did today, and you saw that box appear. Completing any Master Writ per discipline per account each day. So you can only complete one Master Writ for each of the different crafts per account each day to get a box. So that will give you probably, I think it's another 6 boxes for a Master Writ. Total. So that's 6 boxes for your whole account. You can also get one for your first daily crafting writ per account completed each day. So we haven't done crafting with any of my other characters today, so we could probably go and do that once we actually unlock crafting writs, which I'll show you how to do in a minute. If that's not enough boxes for you, if you want more boxes but you can't do master crafting writs, for instance, you can join up with your guild. Okay, so each time you defeat a world boss, you can go hunting world bosses with your guild mates. So because each time you defeat a world boss while grouped with a player who is in at least one of your player guilds, and in ESO you can have more than one guild. Each time you complete, you will earn a Sublime box. And you can complete a world event, but you have to be grouped with a player who is in at least one of your player guilds. So join a guild. If you're lucky, your guild mates will be interested in doing Zenithars, and they'll be looking for partners too. If you're unlucky, you'll find a guild that has no one interested, or who really, for some reason, don't like the event, which has been my experience. So anyway, to find a guild is probably the next thing we'll do, and it's easily done here. Before we do anything, let's claim our rewards. Right, we get that. Bag space upgrade. Increases inventory capacity for this character by 10 slots, through which it can't exceed the maximum size available from bag merchants. Alright. Well, let's go. Yes. Let's increase our stam and go to our commit points. Your inventory capacity is increased from 60 to 70, always nice. And then we're down to here now. We've just acquired some new skills. However, we're about to go join a guild. Not a guild. Yes, 2 guilds. The Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild, and I'll tell you why we'll do that in a minute. So, while excavation... Okay, we don't need to do anything here. Scrying, we don't need to do anything here. We are going to want to increase our Antiquarian Insight rather quickly. However, we need to get to level 10 in order to unlock the highest level. Scrying, you'll notice we're level 1 and we have 1 of 8 points, which means we just have to unearth another 7 green antiquities and we've got this. Alright, in the meantime, let's have a look at our racial, because we want to keep up with that if we can. No, excavation, scrying, soul magic, well, we're up with that. Weapon. I know, I really want to make sure that we're going to be a useful healer or a useful tank. I'm not quite ready to tank yet, so we'll leave that alone for the minute. Our class skills, we do not have our ultimate yet, so I can do Feral Guardian, I guess. Or I can do Secluded Grove, which is really big healing. Or I can do Sleet Storm, which does frost damage. That looks pretty good too. I know, I'm actually torn as to what I want to do. If we go into Cyrodiil, I want to actually focus on healing, which means I probably want the tree. But for PvE, it's probably better not to. This is your guild quest. Which guild is for you? You can find it. Okay, we're out here. Let me just right click, scroll in. So there's the Impresario's tent, and in amongst that group of tents on the opposite side you will find your Which Guild is for You quest. Let's have a look. Calling all adventurers. Sellswords, spellslingers and scoundrels, do you find yourself in need of adventuring companions? Do you long for the kind of camaraderie that daring exploits make possible? Perhaps it's time you joined a guild. To explore the current listing, please speak to Guild Herald Amsaad. Alright, well, we have our quest, so we can go find it. Here it is, Guild Herald Amsaad.
Have you seen the note? If
Yes.
you seek companions for your adventuring, look no further. This one can help with that.
Tell me more about the guild listings.
Ah, of course. These listings are where other adventurers, much like yourself, can declare their interest. Those of a similar proclivity can join up together and form guilds. Take a look. This one is sure a group suited to your needs awaits you.
Maybe. Alright, let's have a look. Guild listings. Okay, select the category in the Browse Guild section to find a guild matching your playstyle. Browse guilds. There's no way to search for a particular guild by name, is there? Additional filters? Wait a minute. Maybe? Oh wow. No, there's no name. So if I was looking for a particular guild, it's very hard to find one by name. Okay. So this is where you find your active applications, and this is where you find your application message that you might have sent. Browse guilds, we can go into a trading guild. So we have the trade cartel, no fees, no sales. So if you want to get into trading, that might be something for you. The Scamriel traders. Ah, nice. Alright, if group PvE, so it's just going to refresh the environments. Enter the Dominion. We're a social guild. We run, but it's Dominion. Maybe Sweet Roll Crusaders. That's for everyone. Minimum champion points 0. The Mind Cleaver clan. Daedric themed social clan. Alright, so this is where we can find a guild. I tend not to do activities with guild members with the characters that I run on screen. So if I do join one, I probably won't tell you which one it is. So yeah, there you go. So this is where you find guilds. You group PvE, player versus environment, role-playing. If you're into role-playing, there are quite a few guilds who do that. Social guilds, and these guys often do a variety of activities. So learning trials and events, LGBTQ plus friendly, PvE, social, casual. Autumn Rose is part of Rose Guilds. So Rose Guilds is a large group of guilds. Crimson Hearts, Adventurers League, the Wombles. Really? I wonder if that's a British guild. Anyway, look, if you don't know the reference, go look it up. It was a kids show many moons ago. Yeah, so there you go. There's pretty much a group for everyone. PvP is actually a bit of fun if you're with the right group of people. Questing. I mean, I love questing. I don't know about this beam me up stuff. It's probably not for me because I don't use add-ons. So yeah, think about that. Why? Because add-ons break, and then they can break the game, and I don't like it. Okay. Crafting guilds. Ooh. Okay, so everything here. For if you have a particular playstyle that you're interested in. So that's how you find the guilds. Sorry guys, if that was boring. Hopefully it was helpful for some of you who are a bit stuck. We better finish our quest by talking to the guild herald.
Have you had the chance to review the guild listings, friend?
I did look through them.
Wonderful! This one hopes you found something that interests you. Too often, this harsh world becomes isolating. Finding companions can make it bearable. Here, a little something for your time.
Oh, so kind.
This one is quite pleased you stopped by, and hopes that you find a guild that appeals to you. Amsad wishes you many friendships and adventures in your future.
Aw. Can you tell me anything more about these listings?
The listings are a place for like-minded adventurers to come together. The world is quite vast, no? Many times it is difficult to find those with similar interests to your own.
No, it
With
sure
this register,
is.
you need look no further.
There you go. Alright guys. The other thing I guess you can do is you can go and join a group that's doing an activity, and if they're a nice group and you get along with them and they get along with you, maybe you can see if they've got a guild that you can join so you can spend more time when they're online, and have good people to play with. So there are a number of ways to find a guild. But I think on that note, we've found out how to join a guild so we can do the guild activities for Zenithar. We have unlocked Antiquities, so we can do the daily more easily. I love this guy and this tiger, isn't he? That's so cute. I like the mount more. That is very, very pretty. And so we now know how to take part in the various activities. But on that note, I will leave you, and we're going to head into day 5 of this Zenithar Vengeance campaign, Golden Pursuits for July celebration. Take care out there.